Hey everyone, Richard here. So I have quite the stack of books here. It's just been piling up, and I figured it was time to do a haul. So with that, we're just going to sort of get into it. It's sort of in order, but not really. Um, First up is actually something from eBid. I mentioned in my last haul video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I got this a few days after I posted that haul, so I guess people just didn't look hard enough after I recommended it. But Tales to Astonish 18. This is from 1961, pre-hero. I paid $22 for this. It's in pretty nice shape. I'd say it's probably worth 3 to 4 times that. Um, yeah, just a great pre-hero monster book. These next few books are from yard sailing. I've been doing a lot of yard sailing recently, not just comics, just stuff in general that I've been reselling to put into my collection, essentially. I've already sold some of the stuff I got. I got some New Gods issues, but this is the stuff that I plan to keep for myself. Green Lantern 141, First Omega Man. Paid $2 for this. I was pretty happy to get it. So I think it's sort of a underappreciated key issue. Thor 193, just a cover for my framed covers collection. This is the 25-cent issue, so this is the first frame cover in this title, and got a great Silver Surfer in the corner there. So yeah, happy to add that to my collection. Check that off the list. And then the last thing I got is a book that I could find absolutely no information on. It's not really a comic; they're novels. It's a Golden Age magazine. Real Story, Volume 2, Issue 2. Like I said, I could find nothing on this, but I paid $2 for it. It's from December of 1942. This cover is a kind of, I don't know, I'm probably the first person to look into this actress's history and who knows how long. This is a failed actress named Lori Douglas. She has tons of uncredited movies, but nothing very much as far as credited stuff goes. But yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Not too bad shape either for 1942. Next up, these are stuff I got from an LCS. I always look at this book, I always think it's worth something when it's really not. But since I always pick it up, I figured I would just buy it this time. Elektra Assassin #1. It's a great cover. Like I said, I always think it's worth something, even though I know it's not. And I figured it was just about time I added one to my collection. So, great Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Next up, Comics Interview number 116. It's just a great Death cover. There's a whole section about Death and Sandman in this. And this is actually, you guys might recognize the pose. I think Adam Hughes homaged this, essentially, in the Death Art Gallery. This predates that by over a year. So, I don't know, kind of cool. If you're a Death fans, yeah. Next up, Comics Interview number 68. Just a great early, artwork for Aliens. The artist for this, Mark Nelson, did all the art for the original series, and he's going to be coming to a convention here later in the year, so I figured I would get him to sign this. I've actually been looking for this for a while, so when I found it in the bin, I was pretty happy. It's in pretty decent shape, too. So, yeah. In addition to that, I got another copy of Aliens #1. This is a first print. This one's not in the greatest shape, but I probably will get it signed anyway, because like I said, the artist is going to be there. I'm a big fan of Aliens, especially the original Aliens, so yeah, had to get that. These next 4 books are from, if you guys remember from a few hauls back, I got a bunch of Strange Adventures. I bought those for $4 each. I actually found out this guy that I bought that from had a booth at a small sale that happens sort of monthly, give or take. It's like bi-monthly. But I decided to go and check it out, and he was there. And I grabbed 4 more books from him for $4 each. So, Marvel Spotlight #6, second appearance of Ghost Rider, and a frame cover, so that's number 8. #7, third appearance. It's great artwork. Number 8, this one's actually in really high grade. And number 9, this one's probably a VF or so. So yeah, check those off my list. Some early Ghost Rider. Alright, these next 2 books I actually got from ETA Nick a while back now. He was doing sort of auctions and I was the only bidder on these and I got them. So we got Kung Fu Fighter number 1 and number 5. First appearance of Richard Dragon and first appearance of Lady Shiva. So yeah, add those to my collection. Got this book from a different auction on YouTube, Strange Adventures 187, first appearance of Enchantress. Probably about a 3.0, maybe a little bit better. It presents nicer than it actually is, just the staples are kind of weak. But yeah, pretty cool to get that. I always like this covers because the artwork's so, I guess, it doesn't feel Silver Age to me, it feels a little bit earlier, or in the Monster era Silver Age. So I don't know, just thought it was a cool cover. And I was the only, or I think I was the only bidder on it. Didn't get it, I didn't spend too much on it. This next one I got from Instagram, Towers of Shadows number 8. And the reason I got this was because of this right here, signed by Bernie Wrightson. This is probably a signature from the 70s, give or take, so really happy to get this. It's about a VF. Considering sending it off to CBCS to do the verified signature program, but I have no doubt that it's a legitimate signature. So yeah, pretty happy to get that. Next up, Dan Mendoza celebrated his 10-year anniversary in comics very recently, and he released a book that had an 80 print run, and I happened to get it. Still Ill Princess. It's a gallery of a bunch of his artwork, and it also reprints a story. I got the normal cover. Excuse me. I got the normal cover and the Risk, but I'm not going to show the Risk. But like I said, they're limited to 80 copies, and he's going to be here in November, so I'm going to get him to sign these, and hopefully get a commission also. So very happy to get those, add those to the collection. Second to last book, I won something from that Spider-Man booth again. I have really good luck with them. This is my 4th grand prize win from them. This was from Insta Mondays. Malibu Sun 13. We all know what this is. Spawn. It's probably about a VF plus, I'd guess. A chance at a 9.0, but yeah, very happy to get that. I'm not a huge Spawn guy. I do like Spawn, but I don't know if I'll end up keeping this or not. If any big Spawn news happens, I might sell it. For now, it's staying in the collection. And then the last book is in a top loader. I've been doing some reassessing in my collection lately, and I've been selling a lot of stuff and sending stuff off for trade credit. I don't know how many of you are aware of it, but my comic shop has basically a seller list where it shows everything they're currently buying, and I've been sending off basically all my filler issues I get buying collections or lots or what have you. I go through their little list about once a month, and I make the document with everything in it. I've been sending stuff off to them, building up trade credit for a while now. I've probably gotten rid of anywhere between 300 and 500 books, some on eBay, but most of them through my comic shop. It's a good way to get rid of what you would consider dollar books, and sometimes they pay quite a bit more than $1. Sometimes they really surprise you what they'll pay for what you thought was a junk book. But I had a lot of trade credit saved up. I paid for this book, 2/3 of it was in trade credit. So I actually don't have a ton into it, which is really nice considering what it is. Strange Tales 110, first appearance of Doctor Strange. I wanted this book for a long time. I'm glad to finally have it. It's significantly lower grade than I had originally intended to buy, because you see there's a big piece missing right here. But the inside's solid, it's all connected. But getting it for 2/3 in trade credit, it was a no-brainer. I had to pull the trigger. You can only do it on books that they own themselves, not consignment issues. So when this came up as something they actually owned, I had to act on it. So yeah, first appearance of Doctor Strange from 1963, I believe. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure. So yeah, very happy to add this to my collection. Mainly because I'm a Steve Ditko fan, but yeah. There's that. That's my whole haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. So yeah. Take care, everyone.